If you are over 50 and have noticed that your urine starts to dribble or that you have to strain for it to come out, pay close attention. Many men consider this an inevitable sign of aging, something normal, but I, Dr. Evelyn Ross, a urologist, am here to warn you. Your prostate may be asking for help. This dribbling or straining during urination is not just time passing. It is a warning from your body that you cannot ignore. Today, I want to demystify a taboo that affects millions of men's lives. Few doctors address it with the clarity needed. I will explain exactly what is happening inside your body and why these symptoms appear. Most importantly, I will give you the tools to understand and combat this problem starting today. Get ready, because what I am about to reveal can completely change your urinary health and quality of life. And yes, I have 5 powerful tricks for you, with a special focus on the 5th one, which will help you immensely. First, we need to understand that aging does not mean accepting suffering. The idea that having trouble urinating is an old person's thing is a dangerous myth. Many young men, or those who take religious care of themselves, can also experience these symptoms. This happens by making certain very common mistakes, which I will reveal for you to avoid. Your body is constantly sending signals. However, we are often taught to ignore them, mask them, or simply accept what's normal for our age. But the truth is, these dribbles and straining to urinate are responses to specific changes in your prostate. If not addressed, they can lead to much more serious problems. Over time, especially after age 50, the prostate begins to experience certain natural changes. It is a walnut-sized gland located just below the bladder, surrounding the urethra. One of these changes is a benign growth known as Benign Prostatic Hyperplasia, or BPH. This affects about 50% of men between 51 and 60 years old. This percentage only increases with age. The big problem is that as the prostate grows, it squeezes the urethra. This is the tube through which urine exits, making flow difficult. It is like squeezing a hose while water tries to pass through. The result? A weak stream, interruptions, and that annoying post-void dribble. Think about it. You notice the shower has low pressure and the water barely drips. You would not ignore it, right? You would look for the cause. It is the same with your body. But unfortunately, many family members are too polite or too shy to talk about it, or the man himself feels ashamed. Therefore, it is common for many men not to know what is really happening. They do not take the necessary steps to solve this problem, which impacts both self-esteem and health. And here's a heads up. With just a few minutes daily, focusing on key points in your routine, you can strengthen your bladder, relax your prostate, and significantly improve your urinary flow, as I will explain in detail shortly. In addition to BPH, aging also brings other hormonal changes that affect prostate health and, consequently, urination. There is a decrease in testosterone production and a relative increase in estrogen, which can influence gland growth. Many men do not even realize these silent changes are happening until the symptoms become undeniable. The bladder, which used to empty completely, begins to retain urine. This not only causes dribbling, but also increases the risk of urinary infections. In more severe cases, it can lead to kidney damage. It is a cascade of events that starts with a simple symptom. Therefore, understanding these changes is the first step to managing them with simple, effective care, like the ones I will tell you about next. You can stay in control of your urinary health, no matter your age. Many medications taken in adulthood, such as some for high blood pressure, colds, or anxiety, can have side effects. They can decrease the bladder's ability to contract or increase urinary retention. This further aggravates dribbling and the feeling of incomplete emptying. All of this explains why quick fixes like holding urine longer or simply ignoring symptoms do not solve the underlying problem. They only mask it for a few minutes, or worse, make it worse. But here's the good news. With some natural care and lifestyle changes, like those I will explain next, you can reduce or eliminate these uncomfortable symptoms entirely. You will feel more comfortable and confident. It is all about focusing on a few simple steps and avoiding certain mistakes. Let us start with the first fundamental advice to keep your prostate healthy and your urinary flow strong. 1. Pay attention to what and when you drink. To reduce dribbling and urinary frequency, especially at night, the key is not to stop drinking liquids. It is to drink intelligently. Contrary to what many think, drastically restricting water intake can lead to dehydration and concentrated urine. This irritates the bladder and can even worsen symptoms. The ideal is to distribute water intake throughout the day, taking small sips regularly. Aim to keep your urine clear. This is the best way to know if you are well hydrated. Avoid drinking large volumes of liquids at once, especially in the hours before sleep. Try to stop drinking liquids 2 to 3 hours before going to bed. This can make a huge difference in the quality of your sleep, reducing the need to wake up several times to go to the bathroom. And pay attention to your drinking habits. Caffeine, alcohol, and sugary drinks like sodas are diuretics and bladder irritants. They increase urine production and can worsen prostate symptoms. Consuming them in excess is like adding fuel to the fire. Try to reduce consumption, especially at night, to give your bladder some relief. A simple switch to pure water or mild herbal teas can have a surprising impact on how you urinate. 2. The importance of double voiding. This is a simple but incredibly effective trick to ensure your bladder empties completely. When you urinate, follow these steps. Sit on the toilet or, if preferred, stand but stay relaxed. Start to urinate normally. When you feel you have finished, do not get up immediately. Lean slightly forward or to the sides, or stand up a little and sit down again. Try to relax your pelvic area and abdomen. Wait about 30 seconds and try to urinate again. You will be surprised by the residual amount of urine that can still come out. This method, known as double voiding, helps prevent urine accumulation in the bladder. This is one of the main causes of dribbling and increases the risk of infections. It is like squeezing the juicer twice to ensure all the juice comes out. Practice this every time you go to the bathroom. You will notice a significant reduction in dribbling and a feeling of more complete emptying. Subsequently, this will make you feel much more comfortable and secure. This is super important if you have an enlarged prostate, as the bladder works against an obstruction. Double voiding gives it a second chance to empty. 3. Movement is life, even for your prostate. You might not link physical activity with prostate health. However, a sedentary lifestyle is one of the greatest enemies of urological health. Staying active, even with light activities, improves blood circulation throughout the body, including the pelvic region. This helps reduce inflammation and swelling of the prostate. It also strengthens the pelvic floor muscles, which play a crucial role in controlling urination. It's not about running a marathon. Walks of 15 to 30 minutes a day, stretching exercises, swimming, or even dancing to your favorite music can make a huge difference. Staying seated or lying down for too long can contribute to fluid stagnation and worsening symptoms. Physical activity, even light, promotes cell renewal. It reduces toxin accumulation and keeps your entire body younger and more efficient, including the prostate. And an extra tip, if you can take these walks in the sun before 10 a.m. for about 15 minutes a day, even better. This will allow you to increase your natural vitamin D production. This helps optimize the function of your muscles, heart, brain, improves your defenses, and strengthens your bones. All this gives you more energy to maintain good general health, which directly reflects on your urinary health. 4. The food is your ally for the prostate. What you eat directly impacts your prostate health. An anti-inflammatory, nutrient-rich diet can be your best ally in combating urinary problems. Start by filling your plates with bright colors and plant-based foods. Think of bright red tomatoes, which are rich in lycopene, a powerful antioxidant associated with prostate health. Broccoli, cauliflower, and cabbage rich in sulforaphane are also excellent. These foods are loaded with antioxidants that care for your entire body, including the prostate. Try to include whole grains in your daily routine, such as brown rice, oats, and quinoa. Avoid refined sugars and white flours. Fish rich in omega-3s, like salmon and sardines, have anti-inflammatory properties that can benefit the prostate. Pumpkin seeds, which contain zinc, are another excellent ally for prostate health. On the other hand, try to avoid ultra-processed products, processed meats, excessive red meat, and high-fat dairy. These foods can promote inflammation and oxidative stress, overburdening the body and contributing to prostate problems. A powerful tip for strengthening your bladder and prostate is to include specific teas in your diet. Green tea, rich in catechins, and herbal teas like saw palmetto have been studied for their beneficial effects in reducing BPH symptoms. But remember, always consult your doctor or urologist before starting any supplement. 5. The secret is in taking care of your gut and hormonal health. This is the golden, often overlooked, trick that links your general health to your prostate health. Your gut is your second brain and has an enormous influence on your entire body, including hormonal balance. A healthy gut microbiome produces compounds that can modulate inflammation and the balance of testosterone and estrogen, crucial factors for the prostate. To care for your gut, prioritize fiber-rich foods like fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. Consume fermented foods such as natural yogurt if you have no dairy restrictions, kefir or sauerkraut, which are sources of beneficial probiotics. Reduce your intake of sugar and artificial sweeteners, which can destroy the good bacteria in your gut. Furthermore, chronic stress is a silent enemy. It affects your hormonal balance by increasing hormones like cortisol. This can, in turn, negatively influence the prostate. Learning to manage stress through meditation, breathing exercises, relaxing hobbies, or spending time in nature is as vital as any medication. Understand that the body is an interconnected whole. A healthy gut and proper hormonal balance not only optimize prostate function, but also improve your energy, mood, and immune response. By caring for these fundamental pillars, you are not just combating urinary symptoms, you are investing in a fuller, healthier life. Keeping these pillars in check is the true strategy for a healthy prostate and a strong, dribble-free urinary flow. Do not accept what's normal for your age when your body is asking for help. With these tips, you have the power to regain control of your health and live without the constant discomfort of urinary problems. Your prostate will thank you, and your quality of life will improve in every way.